students, Miss Lockhart here. Today we are going to finish our Mola drawing. Now you all may have chosen other animals and may have a different drawing, which is totally fine. You'll see that what I'm doing is I am creating more shapes inside my other shapes. Do you see here how I'm drawing my lines? Sort of repeated again. It creates pattern and it's really fun because you get to keep adding more lines and more shapes to make your coloring and your drawing look beautiful, like a mola. Traditional molas are layers and layers of fabric sewn together. So when I divide up my shapes and put smaller shapes inside of them, that represents the layers of fabric. Anyways, you'll see now that I'm coloring with a new color here, yellow, and I'm going around the shape I just colored, and I'm going to color in another space here. What's fun about drawing shapes inside of shapes is that you get more shapes. That means more places to create pattern like I'm doing here with these dots. You can create any kind of pattern you want and use any colors you want. I am so curious to see what your beautiful drawings are going to look like and what colors you choose and really what animal you chose too, because some of you may have done different animals. Now you can even use highlighters. So I'm using markers, but you can use anything you have at home, highlighters, crayons, color pencils, just anything that you can color with. Now check it out. I'm going back around that first oval. I'm going around that shape on the right. It's kind of like that slanted triangle on the wings. I'm going to outline that with a new color, and it looks kind of like a different layer of fabric like in a traditional mola. Do your best to go around your shapes, go inside your shapes with more shapes. Create pattern. And use bright colors. So I'm going to fill in that little bit of space I left there with some yellow. And you'll probably be choosing different colors and you'll be doing different designs and patterns. You'll see I'm outlining that next shape. Lots of outlining and going back around the lines you've already drawn. It's actually really good practice for drawing lines and shapes to go back around it and around it. Now look at this new fun pattern I'm doing here in the loops of the wings. Those curves of the wings where the feathers come out. I'm going to add some cool dots. And they're green dots. What else can I do green? Maybe I'll choose a new color. Let's see, what color's next? Oh, here's some blue. Now I'm going to carefully color around those dots. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's going to take a minute. But you can go ahead and color wherever you want. Try to color in all of your animal, all of your eagle if you have an eagle. Don't leave any white space. That's the challenge. Can you color in the whole animal or eagle with bright colors? And you know you can pause the video if you want to, if you need me to slow down some. Notice how I like to color. I like to go around the shape. Did you see how I went around those circles? I kind of like traced around them with my blue, with my new color. And then I fill in the space that I kind of traced. So that way I don't mess up and color inside other spaces where I don't want that color. So you see how I go around the object that I don't want to hit with my color. So that way I'm dividing up the paper and just coloring where I want. So here, see, this is a good view here. I'm just outlining the shapes, and then I just have a little bit of white to fill in the middle. It's easier than starting from the left and going to the right, because it's nice to have an outline and then you know where to color. Okay, what's next? Now I'm just picking bright colors that I love. Here are some beautiful red, violet, or fuchsia. And you see I outlined that triangle of the nose and then I put red in the middle. I'm just trying to use multiple layers and multiple outlines. I'm going to make color in the bird's eyes blue. And for my highlighter again, it sure is fun and bright. And there are all kinds of different colors of highlighters too. You might find a blue highlighter or a pink one, who knows. So you see how I'm outlining those shapes? I'm going around all my shapes again. The circles of the eyes I traced, the triangle I traced, and look how I'm filling it in. I'm outlining the space and then filling in the middle. Okay, what's next? I'm going to use blue and go around my whole bird. This is great practice trying to color, guys. You can do it. And remember, yours is going to look different, and that's okay. I cannot wait to see how different they look, because that just means you have your own unique style, that you're very special, and your style is very special. And you're learning, so don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Really, it's going to be more fun if it's different. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some blue to my shapes around the bird, because I need to fill those in too. Now I'm not quite tracing that whole rectangle. Did you see that? I just did the left and the right side just to mix it up some. And I'll go ahead and fill that in, fill it in. Let's see, what do I have here? I'm using kind of a light green. So you'll see me coloring the rest of the video. And you definitely do not need to copy. Like I've said, you can do anything you want, any kind of coloring you want, any kind of pattern. Do you see how I'm making pattern with color? So when lines and when shapes repeat, that is pattern. But so is color. When color repeats, that is also pattern. Do you see how I'm outlining the inside of that triangle with red? I'm going to do it over here too. And do you see how mine isn't perfect? That triangle on the left is way skinnier than the one on the right, but that's okay. It's fun. Okay. Now it looks like I have a smaller white triangle inside the red one. Now I need to fill that in. Oh, well, I'll wait to fill it in. I'm going to go ahead and outline that triangle on the right now with some yellow. Lots of practice today, guys. So now you'll see I'm just leaving the inside of these shapes white. For now, I'm going to fill them in with color soon. So here I am again outlining the inside line of that zigzag line, the crown over my eagle's head. I'm going to go ahead and fill in that space now, the white space. Now, I'm not sure if I want to fill in those triangles yet all the way. I might save that white in the middle for a new color, like the highlighter. Yay! So bright. If you want a really bright color and you don't have a highlighter, you can use a color pencil. Sometimes if you use a yellow color pencil, you can get it to be really bright. Now I'm just creating more pattern. I'm going to go ahead and just fill these in here. These really long triangles. I'm going to fill those in. And time to fill in the white space inside the red triangles down below. talking you through how I'm coloring, but remember, yours will be different. All right, here's some more outlining here. So I'm on the inside of that triangle line, inside yellow line. I'm creating another bright yellow line. Lines inside of lines. Shapes inside of shapes. Look at that. Do your best. And now it's time to fill in. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with some purple. Oh, I found a purple highlighter. Very fun. Let's see. What can I do now? Well, we sure do have a lot of white paper in the background, but I am not going to color it all in. Instead, I'm going to do something more fun. I'm going to use one color at a time and kind of outline all my shapes again, but not right up next to the shape. I'm leaving a little bit of white space. You see that? There's white space between the shape and my green line. So I'm leaving white space between these lines, and that's even creating more of a pattern. It's a fun design. So I'm just going around my eagle now with my green, leaving a little white space between the green and the eagle. And it's filling in the white background, isn't it? And it's continuing with layers, just like the traditional Mola, which has layers of fabric. So now I have a new color. It's orange. I'm going to go around the shapes I just went around. I'm trying to fill in that white space. Cool, it's almost full, I think. Yeah, let me just add a few more where it needs it. There's one in the middle, and then I can go ahead and fill in that space. Yay. So you can still see white of the paper, but you mostly see the beautiful pattern and design. I hope you had fun, and I cannot wait to see how yours turned out. Good job, everyone. I am so proud of you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.